Hello, everyone. Today I'm with Professor Davor Mucić, who is the chair of the section on digital mental health.
Exactly.
I think the most obvious question here for early career psychiatrists is telepsychiatry is such a growing and important field today. What are your advice to psychiatrists that are starting out to adopt telepsychiatry? Where should we start?
Wherever we want to go, we should start with the first step. And the first step is, of course, to see this interview with two of us. And the second step is to join digital mental health section within WPA. And the third step is to start reading about telepsychiatry. For example, find the WPA's global guidelines for telepsychiatry. You can download them on WPA's homepage for free. It's very brief, very practical, simple English. So that everybody can understand it, and that is a good start. And then within the section, a young psychiatrist, early career psychiatrists, they already collaborated with a digital mental health section. We made a huge, very successful webinar with over 400 registered and 250 who were present some months ago. And these things are good, so that young colleagues, they can start learning things. Unfortunately, within your medical education, as a student, you get zero information about technology. And then when you are finished and you start your specialist training, you get again zero. So after 2 zeros, you need 7 to become 007. And I don't know how you will do that without becoming a member of our section.
Okay, you heard that. Guys, you need to join the section. And I was actually in the webinar that you just talked about. It was very interesting, it was very thought-provoking. And my other question would be to early career psychiatrists who have some apprehension on digital mental health, because it can come with certain dangers, I would say, with certain obstacles. What do you have to say about that? How can we navigate those?
Of course, there are limitations and obstacles, but before we speak about that, we need to learn about advantages and potentials. Cars are killing, but we are driving cars. Not bagatellizing risks, but risks versus benefits. It is important for us to know both parts, and of course to think about what is best for the patient. I always perceived our profession as creative, tolerant, flexible. However, real life is showing that we are not so creative. We are very conservative. So that is what I hope that early career psychiatrists and new generations will change in order to increase the respect for our profession. But we cannot increase respect for something where we are improvising. Our patients are jumping from the balcony, not those who break legs or arms. And then in such situation, very responsible job, we are using tools for which we have no education, no mandatory certificates. By doing so and improvising, we are not increasing the respect for our profession. And this, what I'm telling you now, is just a common sense. Use common sense with knowledge and you will reach so far.
Thank you very much for such an insightful interview.
Well,
everyone, you heard it. Be flexible, be tolerant, and be creative.
And use your common sense and become a member of digital mental health section. Thank you for today. Bye.
Thank you.